Jesus Christ. I told you to stay in the car.
I need a drink. I didn't think it would come back anyway.
You gotta go to the cops. Right now. You gotta go before this gets any worse.
For myself?
It's gonna be okay. You're gonna take my passport, okay? You show this to them. You have that picture, you have the 20,000. You tell them everything that happened. Everything. They're gonna believe you. They have to believe you. Marie, you can't just sit here. It's not safe here.
Safe? This is from inside the embassy. Who can do this?
I don't
This
know.
is from yesterday. How can they even know that we're together?
Look, I'm trying to do the right thing for you, okay? Just, that's all I'm trying
How are
to
you
do.
gonna make this right? By sending me there alone?
You think I want you to go to the cops? You think that's good for
You
me?
wanna go fight?
If you go to the cops, I gotta run.
Tell them what happened.
I don't know what happened. I don't know who this guy was. I don't know about that picture. I don't know who I am. Look, you're acting like I'm trying to burn you here. I'm just trying to do the right thing.
Nobody does the right thing.
Look, I can't run with you. I can't. We run, I gotta live like this. I don't even know who I'm hiding from. These people know who I am. I gotta stay here. I gotta figure this out.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
In order for you and me to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough. And it is because of our effort toward getting straight to the root that people oftentimes think we're dealing in hate. We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much.
No, Martin. No. Martin. I got to talk to him today. We were discussing it. I told him don't go to Tennessee, and we were talking about it, how he got flattered. I was like, that's why, because you got flattered. And it's like, don't you remember who you are? Like,
you know those moments that you never want to end? Maybe they don't have to. Smart Wool was born to make... Martin Luther King Jr. was a minister and leading activist Ebenezer Baptist Church, and a local NAACP leader. A talented student, King skipped 2 grades in high school and entered Morehouse College at age 15. King was skeptical about Christianity as a boy, but later embraced his faith and entered the seminary. While earning a doctorate at Boston University, King met aspiring singer Coretta Scott. They married in 1953 and had 4 children: Yolanda, Martin Luther III, Dexter Scott, and Bernice. King established himself as a rising star in the civil rights movement.
The real Martin. Yeah, I know the real Martin. I got to have a conversation with him. It's a luxury. It's you don't get to talk to him much, but yeah, man. Once he got fired up, he's fired up about a few things, but
all we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest for rights.
nah, I mean, we were talking about it. He was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "All right, what's good then?" And then, you know, we've been in hood situations, me and him, and Mary's even talked about it. Mary was like, "I liked Martin better." I was like, "All right, bet." The hood was like, well, Martin wouldn't have been anything without Malcolm. And so it was kind of, I was telling him, I back you up on this. Like, how do you feel about it? And I'm not going to discuss what we actually discussed. That's between me and him. But, you know, that he spoke on what he wanted to speak on, and it was good to hear from him. You know, you don't really get to hear from him too much. So it was, you know, talking to him and everything like that. He explained a few things that I'm still praying about. Like, okay. But it was mostly the conversation switched to her, and then what's going to happen? What are we going to do about this? And he was like, well, I wouldn't have done this, and I wouldn't have. I was like, you're in the same situation. So, I mean, then it became, okay, well, this is what I'm doing right now. And it was, I don't think he really understood what was actually going on, because I think he shied away from it for a bit. I'll say that. That's all I'll say on that. But yeah, I mean, that's Peter. So once I got to talk to him, it was pretty much, yeah, I confirmed it. I got to talk to Peter about some things. And you know, that's Peter. So it's we talked about how the church is going and how he felt about that, and It was great. It was, I haven't had a conversation like that. The only conversation I've ever had close to that, Mary. I know it seems like we're going back and forth, but we are. So to me, it was, you know, she was getting pissed off about a few things and she wanted to tell her own story. So I was like, all right, bet. And then how I was going to handle it, I think Peter was like, all right, well, I'm not going to listen to anybody unless you send, you know, someone with authority that can actually speak, then I'll listen. And then from there, it was like, all right, well, here's how we're going to do this. And we're both on the same side, so that was the greatest thing. Yeah. You know, if I thought I was fighting Morpheus, I didn't look at it that way. I was like, Morpheus is in a situation that we need to get him out of. And then I was like, all right, well, you know, he was going through this. So I was like,
have you ever stood and stared at it, marveled at its beauty, its genius?
I mean, he was
Billions of
going
people
through
just
it.
living out their lives, oblivious. Did you know that the first Matrix was designed to be a perfect human world where none suffered, where everyone would be happy? It was a disaster. No one would accept the program.
I know this because I interrogated him myself. And it was, pretty much, helping him at the same time, because I mean, once you get that level, like the discernment is just bouncing off the walls. You can't tell who's good or who's evil, and I learned that. And then it was pretty much, hey, save him, get him out of this. And then this is how we saw it in heaven. I mean, I've been around him for a long time, but this is how we saw it.
Entire crops were lost. Some believed that we lacked the programming language to describe your perfect world, but I believe that as a species, human beings define their reality through misery and suffering. The perfect world was a dream that your primitive cerebrum kept trying to wake up from. Which is why the Matrix was redesigned to this, the peak of your civilization. And I say your civilization because as soon as we started thinking for you, it really became our civilization, which is, of course, what this is all about. Evolution, Morpheus.
I don't know. I mean, to me, we're both in the same boat on that, because, I've said it myself so many times. I didn't really respect humans too much, and I still don't. I think they're the cause of a lot of things. And then you have Moses, how he's gonna handle it. To me, that's great. Me behind the scenes, I'll take care of whatever needs to be taken care of, but we were always like that, Malcolm and Martin. It was a good team, and you know, once he actually started speaking and really got himself into that role where he wanted to speak how he feels, and it's pretty amazing. We talked about some things. Like I said, I'm not permitted to talk about it, but I mean, to me, we got him out of this just because, like I said, love. We don't see eye to eye a lot of times, but I think, you know, he is who he says he is. And if Sarah doesn't get that, then I'm telling Sarah right now, I've known him longer than you have. And he was telling me, well, no one's going to believe me. I'll back you up. I believe you because I was there. So everything I've said that he's done, he's done. He is who he says he is. I was even telling him, I was like, isn't her name Mathundi? Didn't she pray to me about making you her husband and she's doing this shit? So, I mean, you know, that's, I guess people in the hood or whatever they say, that's my guy, that's my dude. Nah, me and Peter been through. Still going strong, I think. He's, you know, if I could ever, when nobody else believed, it was just him. And he was defending me, and then it was just him. So I mean, I haven't been able to tell him what I meant, but I tried to.
Did you know Cheez-It made extra toasty? I did. But did you know that's not Russian?
I love you with all my heart, Peter. gosh.